Welcome to Study Loop.
Let's evaluate the following integral. First thing we should do here is a partial fraction decomposition. Looking at the denominator, we see two linear terms, linear factors here, and they're distinct. So this is what the book would call case 1. So in this case, we have a constant a over y plus 4, and then another constant b over 2y minus 1. And then now we'll just have to find out what a and b are, and once we do, the right-hand side will be easier to integrate. So the next thing we should do is, let's go ahead and multiply both sides of this equation up here by the denominator, y plus 4, times 2y minus 1. So let's go ahead and multiply this to both sides. On the left-hand side, the denominator disappears, it cancels out. And then on the right-hand side, for the first term, the y plus 4's cancel out. And for the second term, the 2y minus 1's will cancel out. And then let's just go ahead and rewrite this right-hand side. Let's go ahead and factor out a y there. We'll get 2a plus b all in front of the y. And then we're left over with 4b minus a. So that's our constant term. Also, we can rewrite this y if we want as 1y plus 0. So the term on the left-hand side in front of the y is 1. The term on the right-hand side in front of the y is 2a plus b. So we must have 2a plus b is 1. Similarly, the constant on the left-hand side is 0. So the constant side on the right-hand side also has to be 0. So we have 4b minus a equals 0. And let's go ahead and solve this 2 by 2 system for a and b. Many ways to do this. You could take the second equation and just move the a to the other side. And then you could go ahead and plug in this value for a into the first equation. So doing so, you get 9b equals 1. So b is 1 over 9. And then a is 4b. So a has to be 4 times 1 over 9. So these are the values for a and b that we'll plug in up here. And similarly for b. So we'll plug those in the right-hand side, then we'll integrate. I'm running out of room here, so let me go to the next page. So our integral after the partial fraction decomposition, we have 4 over 9, that was our a, y plus 4. And then b was 1 over 9, so that's the constant in the numerator, over 2y minus 1. Now we have some integrals that we've seen before. These will involve the log function, natural logarithm. If this plus 4 is bothering you, you can go ahead and do a u sub. That should resolve the problem. And similarly for this term, if this 2 and the minus 1 are bothering you, do a separate u sub. Let's do a w substitution, 2y minus 1. In either case, after evaluating these integrals, the first one becomes 4 over 9, natural log, absolute value of y plus 4. And for the second one, we'll have 1 over 18. So this extra factor of 2, which you can see that it comes from here, the u substitution, dw equals 2 dy. And this is why we have to divide by 2. And so we multiply the 2 and the 9 together to get 18. Then we have natural log 2y minus 1. And finally, don't forget that constant of integration c at the very end. And there's our final answer.